The Galactic Military Academy's firing range buzzed with nervous energy as cadets from 17 different species prepared for their final weapons assessment. Ana Martinez adjusted her standard-issue human rifle, its sleek black polymer frame, looking almost primitive compared to the ornate energy weapons surrounding her. "Look at the human's toy," chittered Zexkar, a mantis-like Vorthak whose plasma cannon gleamed with crystalline amplifiers. "Does it even have a power core?" Verk Singh, Anna's training partner, smirked as he checked his own rifle's magazine. "Sometimes the best technology is the one that doesn't need explaining," he muttered under his breath. The other cadets erupted in laughter. A towering Bruthan named Gorth hefted his gravity hammer, its antimatter core pulsing ominously. "Humans. Still use projectiles? What's next, throwing rocks?" Anna kept her expression neutral, though her fingers tightened slightly on her weapon's grip. She'd heard these comments for months now. Ever since humans had joined the Galactic Alliance, their military technology had been dismissed as quaint and outdated. Energy weapons were the standard: plasma rifles, particle beams, quantum disruptors. Anything that didn't glow, hum, or require a fusion reactor was considered primitive. Instructor Veltar, a serpentine Sathi with scales that shifted color with her mood, slithered to the center of the range. Her scales displayed irritation, bright orange streaks against deep purple. "Cadets, today's assessment will test not just accuracy, but adaptability. You'll face multiple scenarios designed to challenge your weapon's capabilities." The first test was straightforward: precision shooting at static targets across varying distances. Anna watched as her classmates' energy weapons hummed to life, their targeting systems painting the air with laser designators and holographic crosshairs. Zexkar fired first. His plasma cannon erupted in brilliant blue-white fury, completely vaporizing the first target. The other alien cadets cheered. Gorth's gravity hammer created a localized space-time distortion that crushed his target into a singularity. More cheers. When Anna's turn came, the range fell silent except for scattered chuckles. She raised her rifle, aligned the iron sights, and squeezed the trigger. The sharp crack of gunpowder echoed through the range, a sound most of the aliens had never heard before. The tungsten core bullet punched a perfect hole through the center of the target. "Adequate," Veltar noted, though her scales showed curiosity. Next scenario: rapid target engagement in low visibility conditions. The range plunged into darkness, filled with artificial fog and electromagnetic interference that scrambled most targeting systems. Energy weapons that had seemed so impressive moments before now fired wild, their operators struggling with malfunctioning optics and confused sensors. Anna activated her rifle's simple thermal scope, a basic piece of technology that the EMP couldn't touch. In the darkness, she methodically engaged target after target, the muzzle flash briefly illuminating her calm, focused expression. Verk moved beside her with equal precision, their weapons creating a steady rhythm of controlled fire. When the lights returned, the scoreboard told the story. Anna and Verk had achieved near-perfect accuracy while most of their classmates had scores below 50%. "Electromagnetic interference shouldn't affect advanced targeting systems," Gorth growled, examining his gravity hammer's diagnostic display. "Maybe," Verk said quietly, "but it doesn't affect iron and lead." The third scenario raised the stakes: endurance combat simulation. The cadets would face wave after wave of holographic enemies for one standard hour. Energy weapons began strong, their initial volleys devastating entire formations of simulated opponents. But as minutes ticked by, power cells drained and cooling systems strained. Zexkar's plasma cannon began to overheat after 20 minutes, forcing him to reduce his rate of fire. Gorth's gravity hammer required a full minute to recharge between shots. One by one, the energy weapons fell silent as their power cores depleted or their systems entered emergency shutdown. Anna and Verk continued firing. Their rifles never overheated, never ran out of power, never needed to cycle through cooling periods. They simply loaded fresh magazines and kept shooting. The steady crack of their weapons became the dominant sound in the range as holographic enemies continued to fall. By the 40-minute mark, They were the only cadets still actively engaging targets. Instructor Veltar's scales had shifted to deep, blue, amazement mixed with respect. Cadets Martinez and Singh, please report your ammunition status. Approximately 60% remaining, ma'am, Anna reported. Same here, Verk added. We could continue for another 2 hours at this rate. The alien cadet stared in stunned silence. Zexkar's mandibles clicked nervously. But how? Your weapons are so primitive. They don't even have targeting computers. Anna smiled for the first time that day. That's exactly the point. When your plasma rifle overheats, it's useless. When your gravity hammer's power core depletes, it's a very expensive club. When our rifles run out of ammunition, we load more ammunition. Verk nodded. Humans learned something important during our early wars. Complexity is fragility. The more sophisticated your weapon, the more ways it can fail when you need it most. But surely energy weapons are superior, another cadet protested. The destructive power is meaningless if you can't sustain it, Anna interrupted. In a real battle, you need a weapon that fires the first shot and the 10,000th shot with equal reliability. Veltar reviewed the assessment scores, her scales cycling through several colors before settling on deep green. Approval. Cadets Martinez and Singh, your performance today has been educational. Perhaps the Academy has been too quick to dismiss human military philosophy. As the cadets filed out of the range, the alien students gave Anna and Verk's rifles a new kind of look. Not mockery, but grudging respect. The weapons that had seemed so primitive now appeared elegantly simple, their lack of complexity revealed as a strength rather than a weakness. Zexkar approached hesitantly. Martinez, could you teach me to shoot like that? Anna considered the request, then nodded. First lesson, sometimes the most advanced technology is knowing when not to use advanced technology. The firing range fell quiet except for the distant sound of Anna chambering a fresh round, ready for whatever came next.